second, a drop. Get it. Yes. Hello everyone and welcome to the Jerk Live Show. Where am I? I am loading. Hello everyone and welcome to the Jerk Live Show, the most Jerk Live Show on the internet. My name is Dale Campbell. And welcome to an episode of the Jerk Live Show like no other. The Jerk Live Show will be kicking off here in a little over half an hour. I'm your host and MC, Dale Campbell. It's good to be here. Add that to my timeline. Smash that to your timeline. How's everyone doing? Doing good. Oh. There you go. Hello everyone. Hello friends. It's Dale Campbell here with you. Sorry taking care of some late last minute stuff. Yeah. Pushing things to social media. Right on the buzzer. You know, right on the clisp of... Clisp? Right on the clisp. Right on the clisp of time. But doing well. I'm doing well. Adjust myself here. I got a house full of people at the moment, and that is its own little fun little festivities at the moment. And I keep banging my desk this morning. It's a problem. Really learned to not unintentionally bang my desk. But always enjoy having a house full of people. makes things go a whole lot smoother in the morning. And they're not awake yet, it's fine. But I'm awake, and that's all that matters. I had to be real careful because I get up relatively early. I was up at like 5:30 this morning, and as I'm up early, I've got to get things in order for the show, make sure that everything's all technically set up. We're going to do some little bit of testing before the show in the pre-show, so pre-show fam going to get a little bit of hot exclusive content. It's going to be doing some testing in the pre-show for the actual show here in a bit. But it's always one of those things where it's just like, I don't want to be super loud, but it's kind of like one of those things where it's just like, it's not my visitor, so I don't have to do any entertaining. It's great. But always good to get settled back into the routine before the routine gets ruined again. In another... How are we now? 21 days. Oof. We're nearly 20... We're a little over 21 days. A little under 21 days, rather. Well, a little under 22 days, because my flight would have left an hour ago. So a little under 22 days to go before I depart to Disney. Just a little housekeeping note. I'll probably mention this in the show as well. But there will be no show next week in its time slot. In this time slot for GLS. There will be no show in this time slot. But instead, it will air on Tuesday at 9 PM Eastern. And we're taking up Tuesday, 9 PM Eastern. We're going to be doing the Jack Live show. up late. We might play a little more risky, seeing that we're going to have a later time slot. So again, no show in this time slot next week. It will instead be on Tuesday at 9 PM Eastern. And then the next week I'm here. And then the week after, CJ and Rachel will be taking over the mantle as I depart. Or get ready to move. I think I depart on the Tuesday, but I get ready to move on at the Wednesday. So, it's all happening. Man, I've only technically got 3 more shows until I leave Australia. That's weird to me. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. Maybe because I got way too much to do between now and then. I'm okay. I will be okay. You may notice behind me that we've got Disney Roo on top of the Generic Live filing cabinet, which is mostly empty. Tomorrow I'm getting into my files, the actual file part of the filing cabinet. Go figure. And we are clearing that out tomorrow. Excuse me. Excuse me. My God. I still have a remnants of a 24-hour flu that I came down with on Saturday. I was hot trash on Saturday. Excuse me. For those who... Wow, I'm really tired apparently. But for those who are paying attention on the Geek.io show, that just got pushed to YouTube because... Alright, so... Alright, I have a hot take. Does anyone want to hear my hot takes? Hot takes with Dale. If World Cup hot takes weren't enough for you last week, we have some other hot takes for you. Death by Mage says there are hot takes. Oh my! Hi, Death by Mage. Welcome to the Generic Live Show. Have you ever been to the Generic Live Show before? World Cup Madness ahoy! I think this might be your first time at the GLS Rodeo. This is the pre-show. This is my warm-up. I think I've caught the tail end of an episode before. Okay. I mean, it's 3 and a bit hours long. I don't expect anyone to catch the full show. Even me sometimes. I don't think I catch the entire show sometimes. Yeah, I haven't been here on the pre-show. There you go. No, the pre-show is my warm-up. It's my outlet. Also, it's 7:30 in the morning still, and I haven't finished my coffee yet. But Vegas hot takes, Vegas Pro. Yeah, I'm hanging around for a bit before I have to go do stuff later. That's fine. We're happy to have you. Welcome. Maybe you can help me with my Sony Vegas problems. Because I'm having one of these things where I don't know if it's my computer. It's definitely not a user error because it's a fault that is happening during a render. So I know it's not something I'm doing, but I am having issues where it's literally the program is not responding like 70% into a render. Yes, Sony Vegas problems. As opposed to Las Vegas, Nevada problems, which don't get me started on Las Vegas, Nevada problems. Nevada, rather. Nevada. Las Vegas, Nevada. They should have done a show in... Is that what they call their shows in Las Vegas, Nevada? Is Las Vegas, Nevada shows? Anyway, that's a bad joke. But also, like, yeah, it is... I get through a big render. A small render is fine, but a big render is literally eating up all of my computer resources and crashing 70% into the render. Like, the most recent Geek.io show available now on YouTube took me 24 renders. I kid you not. It took me 24 attempts over 3 days to get that render to work. And I had to dial the quality dial back slightly, and I don't like to do that. But we also had technical difficulties on the Geek.io show that were this last week that were difficult to work around. So I had to use a backup recording, which might not have been great to start with. It definitely isn't. It's definitely a different look for what the show's used to. If it's not rendering all the program having a problem, I wonder if it's a RAM or a graphics processor, says Death by Mage. I don't doubt that. I'm either nailing it down to some backdoor program thing that I don't know about because I'm a noob at video editing, as you'll find out later on, or it is a RAM issue. I don't know how much RAM this thing is, but I am running a Core i5 Nvidia GeForce GT. 2 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, yeah, so maybe it is a RAM issue. 2 gigs of RAM, apparently, allegedly. So, definitely could be a RAM issue. 2 gigs of RAM, good gods, says FMH. Yeah, did I mention that this computer may or may not be like 3.5, 4 years old at this point? I think it is actually 4 years old. I think I got it in my second year of college. Maybe even my first year. This might have been my first year of college. 2 gigs of RAM, good gods. Yeah. About that. So it's a RAM issue. Okay, so I need more RAM. Okay, that's definitely a possibility. And I reckon, well, because it would explain why sometimes... It would explain why sometimes XSplit says you're running out of space or whatever. Like, you're running... Like... you're exceeding your capabilities to do anything. That's exactly what the pop-up says. Stop doing things. You're pushing me to the limit, is what it says. It literally just loads up push it to the limit.mp3 and plays that over everything. It's really annoying. Yeah, it's a RAM issue, says Death by Mage. I'm channeling 16 gigs of RAM on my desktop. Oh! Jesus. Alright, well, brag on it. I think it's 2 gigs because that's what it says on my 2 stickers that indicate what I have in this thing. Also, Core i5 might not be good. I can run 2 Adobe's programs without bursting into frames. I could barely run Sony Vegas Pro once without it crapping. So, brag on it much. Adobe programs. I want to learn Adobe products. I really want to particularly learn Audition, if I can, at some point. Maybe not now, but no, right now we're taking the show in a different direction. It's learn Adobe programs live on the The reason why I want to get... I might have to buy a new computer. Although I hear pre-made computers are cheaper over in the States than what they are here. For me to upgrade, I was looking to upgrade to another monitor, which I'm not getting anyway, by the way. The new monitor has been scrapped from the budget. It's been scrapped. Budget has been cut. I am on a tightrope at the moment with budgets. There are so many products from Adobe, I can barely keep up with the Creative Suite. That is now insane, says Death by Mage. I hear that there's a lot of programs. I mean, I really only want to get to know Audition, because I think that's the one I'd be using the most. And Premiere's the video one, right? And Audition is the audio one. Shrugemoji.com. That's how much I want to learn them. I want to learn their names first. But I was helping a friend edit a podcast last night, and they were using I believe they were using Audition to edit, and Premiere might be the video editing one. Yes, Premiere is the one for video editing. Yay! I got a question right. I got a question right that I asked myself. Should clip that out, and every time I do something good, just go, yay, I did a thing! Yes, creating a PC from scratch is a lot more reasonable due to the fact that you probably don't have to deal with a lot more of import taxes. So you may have so many folks from Geek.io crew that can help you build a new PC when you get there. That's true. Like, a lot of people can help me build a computer. I'm more than positive that CJ, if you're watching this, which I know you are, I know you're watching right now, hook us up. Yeah, you can help me. Josh and Kerry, I believe they built their computer from scratch, or unless they've tinkered with their parts. That sounded weirder than what they've tinkered with their parts. Their computer parts. Oh, that also doesn't sound great. Their computer parts. They've tinkered with their parts. Oh boy. They've at least built computer components before. And I want to really get... I'm really envious of the pink lighting in the case. They've tinkered with their parts. Whew. They've tinkered with their parts. Dale. Thanks, Death by Mage. You can use Audition for podcasting, but I prefer Reaper for audio editing. It's much more than Audition. I've never heard of Reaper. Never heard of Reaper before. They've tinkered with their parts. What's this Reaper? I am lame and still use Audacity, which is fine because a lot of my stuff is still all single-tracked stuff. And if it's not single-tracked stuff, it's if it's not single-track stuff, it's definitely simple-track stuff. Ooh, this looks cool. Ooh. Reaper has an insanely good video tutorial done by the program's creator. You can do so many tricks. Notation. Ooh. MIDI! You can do MIDI files. And you can do render. What I seem to like is this bit down the bottom. Oh, hang on. What is going on here? Hang on. I'm fixing something. Something's broken. It's alright, guys. We're fixing this. How did the text become white? Who changed the text to white? That's what I want to know. Alright, here we go. Dale broke the stream! I broke everything! Also, I like the fact that I say to myself, who did this? Even though I'm the only person with the logins to this computer. So I like to pretend that it's not me. I like this bit down here, the different, the channel mixer down here. I'm not gonna buy it live on stream. $60 is not bad, actually. $60 for a lifetime subscription? That's not bad. I mean, that's okay. I mean, it's something I would definitely invest in down the line. If that was something that I was interested in. Because spoiler alert. And again, I better not say too much. There may or may not be a project that I'm working on in the future that may or may not make me edit. I may or may not be working on a product that involves intense editing. I'll say it like that. They offer a free trial, so it's definitely worth a look. Okay, they do offer a free trial. Alright, I'll, that definitely seems to be, worth a look then. Whoa! XSplit, what are you doing with your life? A few podcasters I know turned to Reaper and are huge audio files. I love audio. I love the audio format, and I want to definitely make my show sound better. I know that sounds weird, and like I try and do what I can to really want to try and enhance it, but where I'm at now, I kind of, we'll see. Looked into it when I start my own podcast. I just don't have enough time to sit and create show notes all day. I appreciate the fact that you think that there's a lot of effort that goes into this show. I'd like to give that illusion. But no, dude, you should start your own podcast. I mean, you got enough material. You got enough knowledge and know-how to start your own podcast. Podcasts don't have to be overly complicated. This show has evolved into this massive conglomerate rock block thing. But it started off as a 22-minute news show once a week. So, well, actually, no, it started off as a daily show. Who am I kidding? I forgot about that era. I forgot about the 20-minute news show that this podcast used to be. I did it daily for a week, and then I'm like, let's not do this. But you should start your own podcast, man. You should. You would have a listener right here. You have one listener. I have pledged to listen to your podcast. You should. I'll listen. You can come on the shows again and promote your podcast. There you go. And show notes again don't have to be all that intensive. They just have to be a basic outline. Hang on. You know what? Because patreon.com/geekio presents to you a peek behind the curtain. Like, this is legit my show notes. Oh, you get to know that this is episode 131. We're not getting to this pre-show bit that I have because the show's about to start. But yeah, I literally have news. Like, I have news articles, and then I have more news articles. And it took me it takes me like 2 seconds to go, alright, I'll slack that to myself. And then I basically sit down for 15 minutes and go, alright, I'm selecting these news stories today. So, podcasts don't have to be all that intense. So, what we will do though is I want to test something real quick. Oh shoot, I haven't. I knew there was something I'd forgot to load before the show. Hey Dale, load Sam Broadcaster. And if anyone's got a better option for that as well, so I have to feed audio files through and can do 2 tracks at once, please do also let me know. Yeah, I have to sit down and pick my stories to start. That's true. That might also, because your podcast, I'm assuming, will be more story based. You kind of have to polish those stories first before going live, and I think also as well that would also take a little bit more editing than like a show like this, which has minimal editing but still does. Does this work? Let's see if this works. That does work quite smoothly too. Just getting my cue ready, because I should have done this before the show. This is the song that I sing when I should have prepared this beforehand. Woo! This is called the Dale is not lazy, but hasn't tested things before the show. All right, so I'm gonna hope that this works. I'm gonna click a screen right now, and you're gonna see the intro video, but it's not. The show's not starting. So here we go. Let's click this button. How do I? Okay, there we go. So that worked. I think that works. Let's. Alright, let's just talk over this and. Yay! Things working! I'll explain what this thing is in a bit. Yeah, it's mostly informative, covering parts across the RPG community, from any releases to Kickstarters, also workshops about world building, writing game. That's awesome, man! It's awesome. I love the fact that I love the fact that I just throw the pre-show text on there. I love the fact that I go to a random bit in this video, and this is the face that comes up. Half an hour into generic live show and chill, and she gives you this look. Ooh, the video could probably scooch over that. That's just precious. What was that about things working? I don't understand. That is insane. And you think I'm lying? I literally went to a random moment in this clip. So this clip, by the way, I did a special. If you look on my Instagram at the Dale Campbell, because apparently I have a bigger following on Instagram, or a better community on Instagram than what I do on Twitter these days, which is just so strange to me because I've been working on because that involves the effort. Like, I posted a picture. I don't think I have it here, but I did a special of, it's called, and it's totally not a ripoff, it's called Accidental Comedian Making Coffee, where I make hipster lattes for myself. And this ensued, I think. Working also includes bursting into flames. Aw. I have the opposite results. I have a small following on Instagram and a large one on Twitter. Yeah, Death by Mage. Brag on your Twitter following. I'm jealous. And the hipster lattes are unleashed. I mean, the caption I didn't put this one on Instagram. I'm half tempted to, where it's just like, I put it in our internal Slack. I said, 10 minutes into hipster latte and chill, and she gives you this look. I don't know why I've still got this up on screen. I know that someone's gonna capture that and put some really weird comment to it and tag me in it. Speaking of which, has this updated yet? Our show announcements are broken. Yay! Hang on, there you go. But yeah, that's coming up on the show. I think we've got an update to a story, and then we've got our first generic live show special of hipsters, accidental comedians making coffee. I have a few ideas on what to do for specials, but I just need to get off my my butt and do them. That's half my problem, is that I need to figure out what to do. I think I'm going to be there's that this week that's airing, and I post that on the YouTube separately for people to enjoy. It's like 15 minutes long, and I'm going to be filming. I want to chase down the Barnaby Joyce and his mistress and baby interview, the 150k tell-all interview that I was talking about a couple of weeks ago. Because I really want to see how I want to see how facetious that is, because it's a political interview and it's about adultering, and what's there not to love? I'm kidding. Adultering's bad, kids. Don't do it. Can I have that? Can that be the new generic live show t-shirt? Is adultering is bad, kids? Don't do it. We do need to work on a quarterly item. Poor generic live homes getting the short end of the stick of late because, you know, because of reasons. geek-o.net/generic live home. I need a bang command for that. Because why not? Alright. Well, I think that's a good pre-show. I think that sums up everything that I want to say in the pre-show. Because it's 1 past the hour and we should start the show. I do apologize, our show announcements. No, I don't want to cheer myself some bits. That's not what I want to do. That's untoward and unethical. Just cheer myself. That was a good pre-show. No. Cheer myself. That's bad. Anyway, so that's all I want to sum up in the pre-show. Alright. You get to see the first news story as... Ooh, breaking news. UK police say that woman was exposed to the nerve agent Novrak, died in hospital. Sure. That's a thing. Alright, so that works. I wanna test this one more time. Okay, that works. Alright. And the messages aren't white either, so that's also exciting. Alright. Alright, who's ready for a show? I'm ready for a show. Let's do this thing. In 3, 2,